Hailing from Montreal, Quebec, Benedict Mathurin is a 6'6" guard/wing weighing 205 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan who played his college ball at Arizona. Let's start with his shooting, because I believe he could be a solid shooter. Last season, he shot nearly 42% on 8.2 attempts per 100, which is terrific. This year, the efficiency has dropped a bit, but his volume has gone up. He's a definite threat as a catch-and-shoot shooter. In most cases, teams were punished for leaving him open on the perimeter. A lot of his shots are from the wings, which is interesting. Generally, you're looking for guys who can make these sort of shots in the corners, so I suppose it's a slightly less valuable skill from that point of view. He's able to hit shots on the move and coming off screens as well. He has an out of bounds play and he manages to nail this off movement, which is encouraging. He's confident in and comfortable enough with his shot to pull up in transition. He'll hit shots off the dribble too. Here he takes a quick dribble to his right and lets it fly, and that's cash money. He also nails some tough shots like this. This gives me hope that he could maybe be a late clock option for teams. His jumper could even translate to a little mid-range game as well. However, he's most effective with these floaters. He'll often bring them out when he's coming off handoffs. Here he attacks the space in front of him and gets up his little fall-away runner. In this one he comes out of the pick and roll. He can get to the rim, but it's not a major strength of his. He's got some burst and an extra gear when he's committed to getting to the hole. Here he actually makes a really nice cut across the paint, but doesn't give up on the play and gets the ball here and whips out a nasty spin move, and that's a nice finish. He uses his threat as a shooter well, and is dangerous when attacking closeouts. He's also a very swift and smart cutter. He's very adept at timing and making these little backdoor cuts from the corners. He's able to make some nice playmaking reads. Here he comes off the handoff and lasers this to Azulis Tubelis, and that results in a bucket in the end. As you've seen already, he likes attacking closeouts. In this one, he pump fakes a 3, attacks the paint, and then throws it up to the big man to go get it. He's also shown some potential as a movement passer. I'm not too high on his passing as a whole, but these are some decent building blocks to start with. I'm far more confident in him as an on-ball defender than an off-ball one. He's able to switch onto a wide variety of perimeter guys, and I suspect they're able to handle most guys who are smaller than your power wing types. He'll get stuck in passing lanes too. He does often overcommit when gambling, and it costs his team. He also doesn't identify and put out fires nearly as fast as he should. This is why I'm not as high on him as an off-ball defender. He'll also sometimes struggle to get around screens. He can also be a bit overzealous with his closeouts at times too. He averaged 30 points in a pretty big role at Arizona. He shot 37% from 3 on 10.3 attempts per 100, which is especially good coming off his terrific freshman season. His free throw percentage is decent. His steal plus block numbers are average when compared to his peers. His playmaking numbers are pretty decent too. He's not really at that higher level, but he's certainly not a black hole out there. His turnover numbers are pretty much in line with what you'd expect for that assist volume. Mathurin has really gone under the radar for most of the year. It's not like he's being marked severely below where he should be, it's just that nobody's talking about him. That's probably because everyone understands pretty much exactly what he is. He's a really good shooter with athleticism and defensive potential. It's pretty simple. There is some ball handling potential there too, but I don't know if that ever fully gets realized. It certainly could though. I find it really hard to see a reality where Mathurin isn't a productive NBA player for at least the next decade. A realistic floor for him would be an above average shooter with good athleticism and is a slightly below average defender. A realistic ceiling for him would be a high level shooter from a number of situations who is an above average defender.